Next, we have an alumnus who's just a few months from departing Romulan. He's a freshman at Minnetonka High School. Many of you who've been a part of the Romulan community over the last few years know him because he was omnipresent as a member of the Romulan student body. And now, as a Romulan alumnus, he's come back on several occasions to help guide and mentor our current group of middle schoolers. I'd like to introduce Eidan Silver.
All right, I can't even begin to articulate how big of an honor it is to be back here again, but I'm going to try anyway. I'd like to begin by thanking Miss Lynn for a book recommendation, actually. It's called The Elephant Whisperer, and it follows the story of a conservationist who ends up adopting a herd of elephants, eventually forming a tight bond with all of them. It's a great book, but the reason I bring it up is one quote that is particularly good, and it stood out to me. After all the conservationist's hard work has finally paid off, after he's been able to move on from his journey in peace, he accepts what he has been given happily. In the ending moments of the book, he writes, "They say you get out of life what you put in, but that is only true if you understand what it is that you are getting." As soon as I read that, I realized that's the only possible way I could sum up my experience at Romulan. At the graduation ceremony, as I spoke, I said I was afraid of what lay ahead of me on the other side of the summer, but was comforted by the wisdom Romulan had equipped me with. Now, I have faced that imminent fear of high school and even acclimated to it. However, there has not been a day where I have not been influenced by Romulan. It ranges from using the time management skills they taught me to picking out obscure knowledge that could only have been picked up during Knowledge Bowl. After going to Romulan for 10 years, even as I left, I knew I would never forget its effects. But after beginning a new chapter in my life, I can finally understand exactly what the gift they gave me was. Romulan is a family, it is a community, it is filled with both knowledge and strong traditions, but the greatest gift they gave me, and the greatest gift I could ask for, was a story. I can tell you that I may not remember being 3, but I am sure I had no idea what I was going to do once I walked through those Romulan doors. Then magically, slowly, everyone at the school began to help me write my own story. Slowly, together we all put pen to paper, and slowly we formed the first chapter in our lives. And one day, when we knew that chapter was finished, I woke up and wasn't 3 anymore. I suddenly knew what I was doing. I would leave, and I would need to move on to my next chapter, but I could know, and still do, that any time I need to go back and visit that first part in my life, it'll still be there waiting for me, one of its many virtues. Another virtue is tradition. Like so many other things, Romulan excels at creating, sustaining, and even building off its traditions. Deep-rooted gatherings, such as lighting the Lamp of Wisdom, the Farm Fest, or the Spring Carnival, set the tone. And consistently, new ideas bring about more traditions, for example, Saturnalia. Romulan's traditions are always an endless bundle of laughs, as well as an important pillar of kinship. Personally, though, my favorite part of the Romulan tradition roster is the Nutcracker, a perfect blend of the elegance in dance, music, and acting, while also incorporating the endless fun of watching it with pride as a school comes together and performs as one. You can always count on it to be full of intrigue. I can't wait to see what they have in store.